Good morning. Won't you join and stand with me as we open our hearts to all the creatures of the world in preparation for our morning of the blessings of the animals. All things bright and beautiful, all creatures great and small, all things wise and wonderful, our Creator made them all. Each little flower that opens, each little bird that sings, created glowing colors, created tiny wings. All things bright and beautiful, all creatures great and small, all things wise and wonderful, our Creator made them all. The purple-headed mountain, the river running by, the sunset in the morning that brightens up the sky. All green, white, and beautiful, all creatures great and small, all things wise and wonderful, Creator made them all. The cold wind in the winter, the pleasant summer sun, the ripe fruit in the garden, created everyone. All things bright and beautiful, all creatures great and small, all things wise and wonderful, our Creator made them all. Created eyes to see them, and lips that we might tell how great is our Creator, who has made all things well. All things bright and beautiful, all creatures great and small, all things wise and wonderful, Creator made them all.
And good morning. So I invite you to breathe deeply as we join together, as we gather together with hearts full of joy and gratitude. Let us give thanks for the blessings experienced in the changing of seasons. Let it be a reminder to us to take time to rest in awe of creation. May we breathe deeply the breath of life, giving thanks for health and wholeness. And we also give thanks for the companionship of our pets and for the animals as we honor them and bless them this afternoon. We're so thankful for all the love and the delight that creation brings to us in the nature of pets and the way of pets and animals. And let this day be filled with joy, laughter, and thanksgiving for the gift of life. And so it is, and so we let it be. Amen.
Amen. And thank you, Reverend Sandra. Oh, it's great to see all y'all. I'm Reverend Gary Canier, and Unity is a spiritual community that fosters personal transformation for healing, for wholeness, and for an intimate connection with the divine. We do this through affirmative prayer and meditation that opens us to realize our oneness with God. Unity believes that all people are equal and divine without exception. And Unity provides a safe place where we can come and explore our spiritual journey just as we are. Unity honors the light that lives in all religious and spiritual traditions. For that light shining through every stained glass window, through every mosque, dome, through every temple, cathedral, or church tent is the same light shining in us. And we call that light God. We know that what we experience is based on what we can imagine, on what we believe, on what we say. And when we say what we believe with gusto, it ignites a powerful force in the universe. So let's say this great truth with gusto together. There is only one presence, one power, active in my life and in the universe, God, the good omnipotence. And so it is. And with that, I'd like to invite Reverend Sandra back up to lead us in the daily word affirmation.
And so our daily word is loving. Let us affirm this affirmation together.
The boundless love of God expresses through me. I am loving.
And again.
The boundless love of God expresses through me. I am loving.
And with the power of three.
The boundless love of God expresses through me. I am loving.
How wonderful. And if you have a smartwatch or a phone, let's send them into the silence. They'll get their messages as we're getting ours.
Our mission. We are a mission-centered church, and our mission is acknowledging the divinity within. We welcome and empower all through fellowship, education, service to our community, and to the world.
Let's say that together.
Acknowledging the divinity within, we welcome and empower all through the fellowship, education, and service to our community and the world.
It's a great mission, and we will arrive in that mission by embodying our core values. And today's core value is positive. Let's say this together.
I think positive thoughts and speak positive words.
And our Sacred Service Volunteer of the Week is Connie. She supports us in the office and in our Twice Blessed store. She is our manager. Thank you, Connie, for your work. You do a great job.
And so as I ask each week, let's lift Connie up in our prayers this week with deep gratitude, honoring that sacred service, because we truly are a sacred service community. It's beautiful. Thank you very much. And now, our congregational song, All God's Critters by Bill Staines. So if you are able and can, let's stand and sing this fun song.
All God's critters got a place in the choir. Some sing low, some sing high, some sing out loud on the telephone wire. Some just clap their hands, pause, or anything they got now. Here's a hint. Some just clap their hands or pause or anything they got now. I'm just saying. Listen to the bass, it's the one in the bottom. Hippopotamus, moans and groans with the big to-do, and the old cow just goes moo. All God's critters got a place in the choir. Some sing low and some sing high, some sing out loud on the telephone wire. Some just clap their hands, pause, anything they got now. Let's practice that chorus. Forget about the screen for a minute. Just sing. All God's critters got a place in the choir. Some sing low and some sing high. Some sing out loud on the telephone wire. Some just clap their hands, pause, anything they got now. The dog and the cat pick up the middle where the honeybees hum and the crickets griddle. The donkey brays and the pony neigh. The old coyotes howl. Pretty good for the first time. And the old coyotes howl. Woo! All God's critters got a place in the choir. Some sing slow, some sing high, some sing out loud in the telephone wire. Some just clap their hands, applause for anything they got now. Listen to the top where the little birds sing on the melody when the high notes ring and over everything, and the jaybirds disagree. All God's critters got a place in the choir. Some sing low and some sing high, some sing out loud in the telephone wire. Some just clap their hands and applause for anything they got now. It's a simple song of living sung everywhere by the ox and the fox and the grizzly bear and the alligator and the hawks up above, sly raccoon and the turtle dove. All God's critters got a place in the choir. Some sing low and some sing high. Some sing out loud on the telephone wire. Some just clap their hands on anything they got now. Last time through, all God's critters got a place in the choir. Some sing low and some sing high. Some sing out on the telephone wire. Some just clap their hands on anything they got now.
Oh, that is so good, so good. Well, it is the day we do our pet blessing right after the service. And in honor of the wonderful St. Francis of Assisi, I dedicate this talk. What a great man he was. All creatures, one family. Now we know that Scripture is important to us. And Genesis chapter 1, verse 25 states, God made the wild animals of the earth of every kind, and the cattle of every kind, and everything that creeps upon the ground of every kind. And God saw it was good. All of life is good. And our brother, St. Francis, who's inspired millions, I wanted to read a little bit about him. St. Francis had a unique and beautiful vision of creation. He saw all creation, humanity, animals, the environment, plants, trees, flowers, the sun, the moon, the stars, water, wind, all the earth as good, as brothers and sisters, as revealing God's love. Isn't that beautiful? That all of life is an example of God's love. St. Francis saw all creatures as being in harmony, as one family. He addressed them as brother sun, sister moon, brother dog, sister cat. And it could just as easily be brother cat, sister dog, brother moon, and sister sun. But that familial, that we are in this together, is so important. It really is. Albert Einstein, often seen as a great spiritual leader, not, but a great scientist, and his science led him to write about philosophy and spirituality. Profound man. Our task must be to free ourselves by widening our circle of compassion to embrace all living creatures and the whole of nature and its beauty. I bet you've had some wonderful experiences with animals. Anyone want to share? Thank you.
My childhood pet Cookie was like the emotional support person for all my sisters and myself. She was like the matriarch of the four of us.
I love that.
Yeah, she was wonderful.
Good noticing.
I don't think Connie and I could sleep at night if we didn't have Sadie up against one or the other of us all night long.
Good sleeping companion.
We had a dog. His name was Captain. And whenever Captain will find me in the garage crying, he will come and comfort me.
Yeah.
I don't presently have a pet. And I didn't even think about this being Pet Sunday, partly because I don't have a pet. But last night I had a very vivid dream. So I believe my childhood pet came and visited me. It was so vivid. He was a boxer named Bo, and I was petting him. I mean, I even got slobbered on him. And then I woke up this morning and I, told my husband about it. And then I went, oh my gosh, this is Pet Sunday.
My family's not a horse family, but we used to live across the street from a gentleman who had a little farm, and he took care of 2 horses. And before school every day, we'd wait for the bus, and this horse he didn't pay attention to me at all. But my son, who was 8, would cross over the road, and the horse would come from across the pasture when he saw my son, and he would bend down, and they would put their faces against each other, nose to forehead, every morning. And we never gave him food or anything. He just started my son's day with peace and love, and it was so special for me to observe this union between an animal and my son.
Spectacular. And we all have stories, and it's a blessing. I just thank you. It's important for us to realize that these connections go deep, go very deep. And animals they may not speak with words, but they have an ability to read connection. You know what I mean? Years ago, when I was to become a licensed Unity teacher, there's a thing called Skills Demonstration Seminar. And historically, I have not been a very good test taker. And so I got myself really sick the week before, and I was with my sister in Denver. Now, I was high fever, I had chills, and I was sick. Well, my sister's always had dogs and cats, and her big, beautiful dog, Cleo, glued to the side of the bed, did not leave me for a minute. I think watched every single breath I took. And Laszlo, the cat, when I had chills, would lay on top of me to warm me. And as soon as I was not having chills anymore, to the side, and stayed right there with me. And I healed. I healed fast and was able to go on to Kansas City and do my testing and become a licensed Unity teacher. But just like the horse, just like any examples of those animals in our lives or in other people's lives that have an effect on us. Really significant. Chief Seattle, wonderful, wonderful mind and heart from the Squamish tribe. What is man without beasts? If all the beasts were gone, man would die from a great loneliness of spirit. For whatever happens to the beasts soon happens to man. All things are connected. This is profound. Science is coming to this realization that all life on this planet is interconnected. That something can happen in the Arctic that affects life in the Amazon, and vice versa. We're all one. And we have that perspective from space, don't we? We shot up expensive rocket the first time, and they focused the camera back, and they took a picture of planet Earth. The first time we zoomed far enough back that we could see the whole planet. A beautiful blue marble. That's us. Does anyone not have that picture in their mind? I think we all know exactly that picture of Earth, because it's changed us. It's allowed us to see in a very real way on this little tiny planet. We're all one. We're all interconnected. And what happens to the beasts, to the other critters besides human beings, eventually happens to us. If we pollute the water, just put all the chemicals and sewage into our fresh waters, what does it do? It kills life in the river, in the lake, or the ocean. And in turn, we use that water. It affects us as well. It's a challenge, but a challenge that we can take on as spiritual beings to come to that place with love to honor the nature of the animals that are all here in this room, the animals we live with, and the pets and the wildlife. I love seeing the deer here on our property. In the late afternoon, early morning, they're here. And one day, Owen and I were mounting one of those exterior automatic lights on the corner of the building, and a huge buck, I mean huge buck, came within 30 feet of us and stood us and watched the entire time while we mounted the light, looking at us. What are you doing to my space? They were here before us. And that observation, then the doe came out, and they both were watching us put up a light. Just check what's going on. I also find that we have cameras outside, and I check the thing at night sometimes, and the foxes will just go right through, and the cats will just go right through because the light comes on. But the deer never cross, but you see their eyes. They stand just outside of the circle of the light, and you see their eyes. So smart. Anyway, there's many stories each of us have of animals in our lives. Immanuel Kant is a great philosopher. And here he writes, the more we come in contact with animals and observe their behavior, the more we love them, and we see how great is their care of the young. This is so true. If you've ever had a pet that had babies, you know what that is. I lived in Hawaii for 20 years, and I loved going on whale watches. And one of the things I loved to observe was the whales come and give birth to their young in the area where Maui is, because it's shallow water. It's just 150 feet. The whole area being Kaho'olawe, Lanai, and Maui, and Molokai. It's this wonderful little nursery. Their main predator is orca whales. Orca whales don't go in shallow water. Hence, why have babies in 150 feet deep water? Safety. Well, the mothers train the baby whale. And the mother will do a breach, and then the baby will do a breach. And then mom will do another breach, and the baby will do another breach until baby's got the breach. And sometimes the baby's like, look what I can do, look what I can do. And tail slaps and pectoral fins and diving, the mother shows the baby everything. And then, I love this, after one of these times of exercise and training, the baby is spent. And she'll just lay over the nostrum, the nose of the mom, and they'll just float along the water. The animal kingdom has so much to teach us about love and care. We human beings haven't grown very fast because we still think it's a good idea to have war. Sure, in the animal kingdom there's fighting, but it's a fight and it's over. If someone's got a disagreement, let them go have whatever. If they want to have physical combat or argue, let them work through it. There's so much we can learn. And then I close this talk from the compassionate Buddha, who says, may all that have life be delivered from suffering. It's really on us as sentient, intelligent beings to use that intelligence wisely to bring forth sustainability, good water, safe habitats, balance. It's much easier to work with each other and with all life than it is to be in opposition. Yes? I love animals. And I know that each of us have our own relationship to animals. And I hope you can find a deep love to sustain that life. Now, I went exploring I read an article about what are the steps of really providing good health and wholeness for our pets. And I adopted it as the needs of life for us. So the first one that they listed was meaningful relationships. It's so important for us to have good relationships. Because, well, when we're sad or we're troubled or we have a diagnosis, there's people we need to call. And those are the ones we have meaningful relationships. We may travel together. We may do classes together. We might take walks together. And these could be related to us, or we could be married to them, or they could be those other friends. And not discounting the wonderful relationships with four-legged ones or two-legged ones that are meaningful relationships that sustain us, that connects us with love and safety. So meaningful relationships is important for our pets as well, so that there's clear communication. Healthy habits. Now for us, healthy habits is brush your teeth. Don't forget to floss. And healthy habits are getting exercise and care of ourselves mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, physically. A lot of forgiveness, a lot of acceptance, a lot of being whole, healthy choices, and healthy habits, getting exercise. This is also true for our pets. Healthy food. There's all kinds of food, what we put into our bodies. The best thing for us is healthy food. Food that works for our bodies. That gives us nutrition and energy to do more of what we do. Food is so valuable in our journey as giving us food for thought and food for inspiration and creativity and fresh drinking water is so important. I don't know how many of you have become aware that we spend more on bottled water than we do on gasoline. Because it's so important. We can live for a long time without food, but we don't live very long without water. And so fresh, pure water is a sustaining component of our life. Most of our body is made up of water. So as we explore this journey of being one with all of life, let's attend to the needs of our life. Because it's a good life, isn't it? All creatures, one family. Thank you. So as Rudi and our musicians come forward, I'm going to do something kind of different today. I'm going to, after they've grounded us by leading us in music, I'm going to start our time of meditation with the prayer of St. Francis. Lord, make me an instrument of thy peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there is despair, hope. Where there is darkness, light. Where there is sadness, joy. O divine Master, grant that I may not so much seek to be consoled as to console, to be understood as to understand, to be loved as to love. For it is in the giving that we receive. It is in the pardoning that we are pardoned. And it is dying to self that we are born to eternal life. Breathing into our center, we know that we are alive. This month of zest and enthusiasm gives us the deep knowing of energy that we have, of life. And all life flows from that one love, that one power, that one presence, by many names, God. And it's this unconditional loving presence that allows us to heal whatever needs to be healed within our own being, and allows us to extend and flow that love into our family, into our community, into our city, into our world. When each of us has a peaceful, loving thought, the world is radiating a peaceful, loving thought. In our oneness, our love, our life, our enthusiasm is bringing forth that which we are. So open your heart to a deep gratitude to that inner light, that essence of the divine within you. And then turn that and have gratitude for all of the creatures that are in your life as we enter the silence. Let's take a moment and whisper the names of all the pets that we have loved in our lives. Honoring and remembering these creatures in our lives sustains us. We are not alone. We're blessed in so many ways. And in that balance, we can do what we need to do today and allow it to guide us, to renew us, and we are eternally blessed. And so it is. And now let's bring our awareness back into the room. We might roll our head or wiggle our fingers or wiggle our toes. And when we're ready, we open our eyes. And then we'll say the affirmation that goes with today's talk 3 times together. I bless and appreciate all animals. I bless and appreciate all animals. I bless and appreciate all animals. So true. And with that, this Lord's Prayer, which is a direct translation from Jesus' native language of Aramaic into English. Together, Father, Mother, birther and breath of all, create a space inside us and fill it with your presence. Let oneness now prevail. Your one desire flows through ours as energy fills all forms. Give us this day our physical and spiritual nourishment. Untangle the knots of air that bind us as we release others. Don't let appearances make us forgetful of the source, but free us to act appropriately. For age to age from you comes the glorious harmony of life. May these words be fertile ground from which our future grows. Amen. And with that, we'll be treated to this music, Medicine Wheel, by Brant Miller and Rudi Harst.
Around the wheel we go. Around the wheel we go. Around the wheel we go. In Sun Bear's wheel we are together, a vision of us healed forever. Mother Earth and Father Sky, a vision that will never die. Ooh, oh, hey, hey, around the medicine wheel we go. We laugh, we lose, we learn, we grow. Ooh, oh, hey, hey, around the wheel we go. Around the wheel we To Great Spirit we surrender, so the earth we may mend her. Gives us strength to look inside, to move beyond our pain and pride. Ooh, oh, hey, hey, around the medicine wheel we go. We laugh, we love, we lose, we grow. Around the wheel we go. Around the wheel we go. Everywhere around us, underneath the sky, there are so many teachers to help us live our lives. The pacing of the turtle, the freedom of the dove, the joyfulness of the dolphins, so many ways to love. Sacred pathways we will follow, lead us to the great tomorrow. Oh, the taquias, to all my relation. Oh, taquias, to all my relation.
Thank you. Do we have anyone visiting us for the first time? So just raise your hand. If you'd give us your name and where you're from, that'd be great.
Hello, everybody. My name is Karif Cortiella. This is Letizia and Joaquin. And we live in the area. We've been living around for 4 years now. Well, we've been in San Antonio for about 10. We moved from Florida. We used to go to Unity in Florida in Orlando. And we used to go to the San Antonio Unity. So we've been part of the community for a while. But our first time since COVID, really, here. So
Welcome. Welcome.
thank you.
Did you get a welcome packet? Good, good. So if you fill out that yellow slip and give it back to the person who gave it to us, the usher, you can choose a free gift. In fact, all three of you can choose a gift out of that basket out there. So blessings. And we, as you know, Unity loves to bless people, and we have our tradition here. What we do is we rub our hands together, stoke up some energy from our heart into our hands and say, dear friends, we love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we behold the Christ in you. Namaste. Beautiful. And we also want to turn around and acknowledge our online viewers. They'll be watching us maybe later tonight or tomorrow or on into the future. But we bless our online community because you are one with us. And many blessings to you, and I hope you'll celebrate the creatures in your lives. Namaste. And now's the time in our service where we can choose what it is we want to give. Now, for your first time here, your presence is enough, but you can come forward and get an affirmation. But this is an exciting opportunity because as we identify our oneness, we can do a love offering, we could do a tithe, we can go inside a heart with a deep prayer of gratitude and love for our lives in this community. Whatever it is you're going to give right now, set that intention on your heart as we say this offering affirmation together.
Through a grateful, giving heart, my mind and life overflows with the abundance of God's all-providing, infinite supply.
And with that, we'll do the walk of abundance, where we come forward, we place our love offering, our tithe, our gratitude, our love, and all of those prayers. Let's just fill the shiny copper bowl with all of that love. And then from the wooden bowl, take an affirmation for yourself. Go ahead and take as many as you want to give to others this week. Let's celebrate with the walk of abundance. as we lift up our hearts with deep gratitude for these gifts, given in love, and within that gratitude expands these and allow them to support what we do with our vision and mission. It's so beautiful. Thank you. And we turn our attention to every prayer request that's in the prayer box in the foyer. And right now, any prayer that's resting on our hearts. God, we know that you answer every prayer. And from within us is bountiful inspiration and healing and prosperity and serenity. We are grateful. Life is good. Thank you. Amen.
So I will be your prayer chaplain, or I am your prayer chaplain on duty today. Been sitting over there praying, holding the light. And I will be available after service. So if you have something on your heart that you want to celebrate, something that you want to put into prayer, I will be here to pray with you.
Yes, and prayer does work. And today is our pet blessing day.
All God's critters got a place in the choir. Some sing low, some sing higher, some sing out loud on the telephone wire. Some just clap their hands or paws or anything they got now. All God's critters got a place in the choir. Some sing low, some sing higher, some sing out loud on the telephone wire. Some just clap their hands or paws or anything they got now.
Yes, so today, directly following the service, after I greet everyone at the door, we'll set up a table out there. If you have a picture of your pet, I'm happy to bless your pet. If you don't even have a picture of the pet you want to bless, or if you want to go home and get your pets and bring them, whatever works for you, today's our pet blessing. You do get a certificate that your pet has been blessed. And so we'll be doing that from 11:30 to 1:30 today.
We have a used book sale going on. There is you can select any number of books and then place a love offering into the basket. And what an opportunity it is to get some really good books. I was out there perusing that. Real good books.
So we'll be doing this for a couple of weeks. We will definitely take it in when we serve Family Promise in November. So if there's any books you want to release in your life, you can add it into our book sale. And then whatever doesn't sell, we'll donate, move them on. But, I love book sales.
Me too.
So on Sunday morning from 9:30 to 10, there's a beautiful half-hour guided meditation. And there's many of us in the community who are leading this, prayer chaplains and congregants. You can sign up to lead it right on the table out there. There's a few spots that are open, but it's beautiful to start our Sunday morning with some calm and quiet and in connection. It's really a lovely service.
Our twice blessed treasures. Next door in the twice blessed room, there are all types of blessings and gifts and treasures that are available for a donation. It's also a great place to bring those things that you really love and value, but you don't have any need for them anymore. So it's a place that you can support the church in yet another way. So it's a real fun little store if you haven't been in it.
And it's right here through this door. And Connie's been very good about displaying items. And if something's been around for a couple months, yes, she was our Sacred Service volunteer this week, then we move stuff on because we're a small community and we're really the only ones that shop in Twice Blessed. The outside world doesn't come in to Twice Blessed. But many things come in and many things go out. Whatever doesn't, she keeps it in balance. So thank you for doing that, the Unity New Braunfels Dance Group. This is if you sign up to be on the group, I email the things that are happening in New Braunfels and surrounding areas. There's various dances and things. And if you're going to sign up for a class or go to one of these dance, swing sessions or country line dance or whatever, there's lots of offerings, then email the group and say, hey, I've signed up for this, or I'm planning to go there, and we can experience. It's just a very easy way to experience that. I love to dance, and I love dancing with you.
So we're going to be planning for the future, navigating life's transitions. Cynthia Smith is putting this on. It is going to be October 26th from 10:30 to 2, and Saturday, the November 2nd, from 10:30 to 2. A light lunch will be provided, and it's all kinds of information for planning for the future, for how to take care of those things that we need to take care of, that we don't like to talk about, that we don't like to look at, but planning those things that we must plan for and take care of.
And if you want complete information on what's going to happen on each of those days, there's a flyer on the table and a sign up there, and it shows what's going to happen the first Saturday and what's happening the second. Yes, Deb? No, it's going to be at the Keller Williams on Landa, 888 Landa Street. And that's on the flyer as well. And Family Promise we're going to host again. Now, the reason this is happening is they had 5 weeks between the last time we had Family Promise and the end of the year. And so we collectively looked at the schedule and decided, so this is 6 weeks from the time we just did it, but it's time again. And this is our way to support Family Promise. So we need 2 people for dinner each night and 2 people to spend the night. I suspect we're going to have the same mother with the same 2 children, but there could be other families involved. It's a beautiful thing that we do. Unity of New Braunfels was one of the first, we helped bring Family Promise here to New Braunfels many years ago, and I'm on the committee with someone from the board. We're going and visiting other churches to enlist some more host churches, because we're a few host churches down. People don't have the space anymore to provide what we do, and I love Family Promise. So if you have any questions about Family Promise, please see me, but otherwise just sign up on the sign-up sheet. Thank you. And now, Rudi Harst, Emily Biggs, and Dust Fisher are going to be playing The Magic of Our Dreams by Rudi Harst.
I believe in the magic. I believe in the magic. I believe in the magic of our dream. I dreamed that we were living one with Mother Earth, in harmony with nature, all the creatures of our birth. And we knew the world's abundance was truly ours to share, all the wealth and all the blessing with all beings everywhere. Yes, I believe in the magic. I believe in the magic. I believe in the magic of our dreams. I dreamed that we were living in a world of total peace, and everyone was sharing, and war had truly ceased, and all our walls and fences had somehow melted down, and love was shining brightly, shared with creatures all around. Oh, I believe in the magic. I believe in the magic. I believe in the magic of our dreams. Won't you affirm together? Oh, I believe in the magic. I believe in the magic. I believe in the magic of our dreams. Oh, I believe in the magic. I believe in the magic of our dreams. What we see in our dreams. As I look around this room, I see the dream is real. There are so many others who feel the way we feel. And yes, we're far from finished. There's so much to be done. But our dream of love is possible as we remember we are one. Oh, I believe in the magic. I believe in the magic. I believe in the magic of our dreams. Oh, I believe in the magic. I believe in the magic. I believe in the magic of our dreams.
Thank you, Rudi. Thank you, Emily, and thank you, Dutch. Beautiful music this morning. And we want to take this time to close our recording and bless all those who watch this because you're in our heart. And namaste.